Hey everyone, I am coming to you today with another update of what's going on around us. Today's video, I'm going to cover the biggest mall in America. Well, if you remember in 2015, it was announced that the biggest mall in the United States was going to be built here, right in South Florida. Now, the exact location for this mall is going to be right off I-75, and the Turnpike, where they intersect on this west side. Right now, there are a lot of townhouses being built there by Lennar, and then there's a big piece of land, over 100 acres, that they were going to allocate towards this mall. So like I mentioned, it was announced back in 2015 that this mall was going to be built. We're in 2021 and the land is still cleared. So what has happened in the meantime? Well, we all know COVID has had a big impact on many industries, and building is one of them. The cost of building has gone up significantly, and the shortage of workers to get out there and build these major complexes are in major shortage, and it has really complicated building out communities and building out, for example, a mall like this. This mall was featured to have an indoor skiing, I believe, a water park. It was going to have rides as well as all this shopping, hotels. It was supposed to be absolutely magnificent. It was almost a theme park within itself. Now, why hasn't it broke down? Reason it hasn't broken ground yet and started building is because, well, there was another mall that they built up in New York, and well, the reviews haven't been so great. So in 10 miles west of Manhattan, they built a very similar mall of what's supposed to be built here in Florida. And it has been finished, and people have been going to it, and it hasn't gotten the best reviews. Now, some of the reviews that are coming back is that it's too expensive because they're charging people, upwards of about $100 in order to access to water parks for the day. And people are just not willing to pay that to, go to a mall. So this has really gotten some backlash as to, what they're going to further do for this Florida one, because if they replicate it and they get the same reviews, this is a lot of money on the line to be building to not get back. Now remember, they have a lot of investors who are backing this money, and so the reviews from this New York one is really making them hesitant to build this one down here in Florida. Now the plans still stand to build this mall down here in Florida. Now the projected date as of right now, and this was as of a couple months ago, is about 2026. But that is still all on hold. Nothing has been formalized or official with the city yet, and there are still negotiations going on. So I'm curious to see how this is going to be finished off in the end. Now, do you think something like this will really spark up and be of interest? Like, would you go to this mall maybe a few times a year, not just once and that's it? I think it would be really neat to have something like that out west, because as we know, people travel down here to go to the east part of Florida to experience the beaches, but to be out more in the central part, on the west part of Broward County, of Miami County, would be really interesting to see how that drives, a little bit more of tourists and traffic out here to this area. So I will continue to follow up on this project. If you have any questions about it or any further details that you want to know, feel free to reach out to me at 954-805-6370, or you can shoot us an email at geibelhomes@gmail.com. I look forward to keeping you all informed. Have a great holiday season.